the movement out of the military in Ukraine. He's not making the progress he thought. I believe he's going to turn to cyber.
Keith Alexander was a four-star general when he ran the NSA, the National Security Agency. Few Americans know more about cyber warfare or Vladimir Putin or how he may retaliate than General Alexander does.
I believe he's going to hit Europe and the United States with that cyber. And I believe those attacks will go across a wide spectrum.
Can you put it in terms of what the average citizen is going to experience?
The average person is going to look at what's happening to their bank, what's happening to their power company or their credit cards or the distribution of goods, whether it's oil and gas or supplies to their stores. All of that could be impacted by cyber attacks.
The reality is that cyber is today a weapon of war. Without question, it can be used to paralyze another country.
It's hard to think of anyone with more government experience than Leon Panetta, once chairman of the House Budget Committee, White House Chief of Staff, Secretary of Defense, CIA Director.
Attackers could also seek to disable or degrade critical military systems and communication networks.
And one of the earliest voices warning of the dangers of cyber warfare.
Of these kinds of attacks could be a cyber Pearl Harbor.
When you hear Vladimir Putin warning about consequences the likes of which the world has never seen before, everyone immediately assumes that he's talking about nuclear warfare. Could he be talking about cyber warfare?
I don't think there's any question he could be talking about cyber warfare. You know, cyber as a weapon means that you don't have to deploy your Air Force or boots on the ground. You can simply sit at a computer and deploy a very sophisticated virus that can take down our electric grid system, take down our financial systems, our government systems, our banking systems.
If he uses the nuclear weapons, I think that's the end of his regime. I think he understands that. I believe the alternative he will use is he'll threaten with nuclear, he will use cyber. And I believe we're going to push back in both those areas. And we have the ability to do the same thing against him. The issue will be, I believe ours will be more focused to go after him than the Russian people.
The Russian people are accustomed to enduring pain. The American people, quite frankly, are not. So when it comes to those exchanges of cyber attacks, depriving us of what we need for our daily lives, that's what the Russians have been doing forever. We are accustomed to having what we want when we want it.
Yeah, so you bring out a great point. And on the surface, what you say makes sense. What happens when that's disturbed? I believe we'll grumble, but it's almost like what happened in World War II. It'll awake the American people, my belief, and they'll say, this has to stop. I don't know where that will go. I have tremendous faith and confidence in the will of the American people to push back when the going gets tough.